you believe it, I can run like the wind blows. From that day on, if I was going anywhere, I was running. Hello, 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 hello. Jamie, Lord Uptuck, G. Freeman, Anthony, Milfstead, Marshall, Coolman, Venom Snake, Brother Be Gentle, Blue Crystal, Phoebe, Big Chungus, Kurt Hobbs. That's it. Some early adopters, Chloe. Asbestos Fingers, of course. Yttrium Wolf, Stevie Explodes. Steve Explodes. Scuffed Juju. Okay, I can't keep up with it. There's too many of yous. There's too many of yous. Hello. Pardon me. Oh, that's pretty good. Came out better than I thought it would. Let me try that again. I've got those little like Mio things that you squirt in your water. I've got a bunch of different flavors of them, and I decided like I'm gonna try a suicide one where I do like a little squirt of each, not each, but like 3 different flavors. And so I mixed 3 different flavors, and it tastes pretty good. It's basically Kool-Aid, but with no sugar or whatever. And I never outgrew my love of Kool-Aid. Does it hit though? It's about to kick in, I think. I think it's about to kick in. Yeah, dude, we can turn plain old water into delicious fruit-esque flavored beverage like I'm drinking here. Pardon my Kool-Aid stash. People ask me all the time, like, how do you drink with your mustache, like, long and down in front of your mouth and stuff? And it's like, you just got to learn to become a walrus. Filter all of your water through that mustache. Chelsea, how are you? I miss you, Chelsea. I miss the good old days where we could just like sit and have a fucking quiet smoke in the early morning together. Pass a J back and forth and yak about this, that, and the other thing. It's been fucking way too long. Miss being able to chill with you guys in general. Dinor, what are you doing? Come here and show Aunt Chelsea your... Come here. Come over here. We did a trim. Look. Come here. Look. 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 Here. Give it. Give it. Come here. No, no, no. Come here, D. Come here. You got it? Oh, my... Never mind. Whatever. We trimmed his eyebrows. He's gonna ball chase now. You know Dinor and how impossible it is to get him to stay still for the fucking camera. I tried. But we trimmed his little eyebrows back so we can actually see his eyeballs. Well, thank Amelia. She good job her, because she's the one that did it. But he's doing good. Getting some good exercise out here. Taught my puppy to play frisbee yesterday. Dope. Yeah. Dinor really, he loves fetching, man. He's obsessed with it. I remember back when we all lived in the same big old house together, Dinor, like, he would want to fetch all day, so he'd bring me one of his little toys. And I'd sit there and, like, quietly throw it for him down the hall, and he'd run and get it. Dinor's doing good, man. He's a healthy, happy boy. Turned 5, when was it? January 16th, I want to say. Still can't believe you guys all found places, got your shit situated all before the meetup after the fire. Dude, that was a rough time for the show. Because it's hard to bitch about it because nobody got hurt. Nothing was destroyed that wasn't replaceable. And we're lucky to have gotten out with that. You know, so I don't want to bitch about that. But that whole saga, starting with the fucking shit burning down, it's, like, for me, it's just another example of the fact that, you know, woe and calamity follow me wherever the fuck I go. Like, so many people live their whole lives and they're never in anything like a house fire. They never have, like, their house catch on fire while they're asleep and have to be fucking escorted out by firemen and shit. So it's like, add that to the list of shit that's happened to me that doesn't happen to most people, I guess. But it was just, you know, that whole fucking saga. We were riding the high of our first 24-hour show for, you know, DFF. We all felt good about that. It ended up being a really good show. And we had just settled down for a well-deserved sleep, and then the fucking house tried to burn down. Fucking insane. And then everything that happened after that was unbelievable. Is there a difference between black racism and white racism? Does white privilege argument hold up? I find myself debating it in my mind a lot. I mean, for me, like, racism is racism. I don't buy this racism equals privilege plus power shit. If you're a supremacist, like a racial supremacist, you're a racist. If you believe that one race is supreme above other races or genetically superior in some fucking standard way to other races, or that they should be, you know, segregated out from your race or whatever the fuck, you're a racist. It doesn't matter if you're black or if you're white or whatever you fucking are. Like, you know what taught me that and why that's always been such a solidified idea in my mind? I grew up in a place with a lot of Hispanic people, and they're racist as fuck. Not all of them, but there is at least as strong a subculture of racism in the Hispanic people I grew up around than there were in the white people I grew up around. And so, you know, it's just one of those fucking things. Yet that doesn't mean white privilege isn't a thing. I know for 100% fact that white privilege, at least as it's been described generally, exists. I'm a beneficiary of it and have been. I've been pulled over, you know, by cops and not been searched. I don't really fear a cop pulling me over and harassing me. That alone, the fact that I can get into a vehicle and drive around pretty much any city without the fear of being pulled over and harassed by a cop proves white privilege. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Yeah. Racism is a warped and twisted worldview, and it's not exclusive to any one race. It just expresses itself differently amongst the races. Hot take. Power plus privilege equals racism is a semantic game that attempts to reduce racist attitudes held by disadvantaged communities to a murmur and amplify white racist attitudes, though I get the logic. I mean, yeah, look, when you look at the impact of said racism, it's clear that, you know, the kind of institutional racism against people of color in this country is flowing from its majority white fucking population. So There's a lot more damage being done there than there is interracial racism between blacks and Hispanics and, whatever. But to deny that it exists or to try and call it something else or to even go so far as to strip it of the label of racism is just, I don't know. Sure, I know. I totally understand. I agree with your statement, for sure. Is it really considered privilege to be treated the way everyone should be treated? In a society where you're treated the way everyone should be treated because you're white and your neighbor isn't because he's black or Hispanic or brown, then yes, it is a privilege. Dirty D, what are you doing? Would you stay where I can see you? Come here, bring me that. Let's fetch it. Give it to me. Get your ball. Get it. You gotta hand it to me. You can't drop it. That's not how the game is played. Donk, donk, donk. I mean, I don't know, dude. It just seems like a non-issue to me. There's not really much worth discussion. The whole like can black people be racist meme is like, I don't know. It seems like it's pretty fucking simple, pretty logical, pretty easy to come to the conclusion that anybody can be fucking racist and that some people are, despite what their skin color may be. How do you think the world will end when the sun becomes a red dwarf and the ensuing ejecta of solar material scorches the planet of life and places it in a position where no life as we know it could ever live again? That's how the world will end from the perspective of biological life. Did you see Biden's DOJ is ending its private contracts with federal prisons? That's awesome. That's good. That's good stuff. I'm looking forward to, when the pendulum flips back to a Trumpo, having that executive order rescinded on day one by the Trumpo. You know what I mean? It's all just. It is great news if it sticks. If America's practice of federally funding and federally contracting with private prison entities is over for good and all, then it's fucking great news. If it's a blip in the radar or if it's a loopholed law that is, both of those things are possible, then it's nothing. It is what it is. Biden is scaling back contracts with private prisons with only the federal government. Sure. Hey, Paul, given your love of gorillas, do you think that King Kong... Yes, I said that earlier. I think King Kong will beat Godzilla. Trump splits the Republican Party. Maybe he will never have another red in office. It's hard to say, though. He won't. I've been seeing this meme being passed around. Somebody, unironically replied to me on Twitter saying, I don't think we'll see another Republican president for at least 12 years. And I was like, really? Okay. Why am I so bad at Worms? Dude, the last Worms game I played was on PlayStation 2 and had controller controls and shit. I had never played Worms on a fucking keyboard before. And it'd been fucking like since I was in my 20s since I played Worms. Gotta give me a break. It is fun though. I think Godzilla would beat King Kong. He can withstand a nuke. I don't know. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. I might have to pause this in a minute here. I'm getting some rugs delivered, so I have to snag the rugs when they come and bring them in. Yeah. So refresh, I'm back, blah, 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 blah. Don't go crazy. I may have to pause this here in a second. Got some area rugs that I ordered being delivered, so gotta pull them into the house. Dead animal skin rugs? No. Just, we don't have any carpet in the house, and so we've got some big area rugs we're gonna lay down in some different rooms. See how they work. You watch me while you stream? No, that's not weird. So you guys should hang around. I have to go put my mask on and everything so I can sign for these fucking things and shit. So don't go anywhere. I told you guys I would be back, but only the true believers believed. Somebody conspired. What? The stream is so laggy. Bent across the room and he's fucking laughing at me. It ain't my fault that I'm fat. I was poor as a kid and I have a bad back. I need my couch, I don't deserve this. Let me call IKEA customer service. Ginger's Cantan bin. And don't get me started on penguins.
Where'd your orange one go?
I don't know where that one went.
Rolled it off somewhere.
Yeah, carried it with him and dropped it, maybe. Ball losing boy that he is.
Well, that's why it was the subscription. So when I get more litter things, I'm also going to get more balls.
Yep, get more balls. Are IKEAs difficult to build? That's an understatement. They're usually really, really a pain in the ass to put together.
Go on. You can do it. Get it.
And in my experience, the furniture that comes out the end of it is pretty fucking, as you might expect, cheap and disposable. I think that the IKEA couch that I had is the worst couch I've ever had in my life. It is absolutely the worst couch.
Don't just toss it at the chair. Come on. I can't get a grip on it.
Yeah, Allen wrench for everything, fucking 90 million pieces, terrible diagrams to go by.
Some fiberboard bullshit.
Takes like 9 hours to put something together. That is the fabled couch that didn't arrive on time, yes. The couch that I meant to use as my bed until my stuff got shipped to me. So the idea is that the IKEA couch gets delivered the day I move into my apartment. It had a fold-out bed function, so I was going to sleep on that for a couple of weeks until I waited for my stuff to be shipped to me. And then they fucked me on the couch.
Oh, shit. Mom dropped it that time.
My conservative buddies at work are all about civility and compromise now. It's like they're trying to ignore how they acted for the last 4 years. I mean, shouldn't you let them? Like, I know that the
Let them be cowed. and
yeah,
shit.
like let them be fucking cowed and use your fucking power as a leftist to push them even further down that fucking road. Like, we shouldn't be locked into this cycle of like sniping at each other because we lost. Because that's what happened when we lost. And when I say we, I'm talking loosely the left here. We lost in fucking 2016, and they spent, all their time fucking rubbing salt in the wound. Like, why not try something a little different? Like, I've had enough of coping MAGA memes. If you've got people at work that like them watching Trump lose or flame out at the end of it has made them more amenable to compromise, like, why wouldn't you capitalize on that? Like, what would it gain you, leftism, or the country to continue to be an asshole to those people? And, like, you know what I mean? What are you going to do to hold them accountable for being assholes in the last few years?
Like,
You know what I
treat
mean?
them like cult survivors or whatever.
Right. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, likely most of the concessions that you're talking about that they're willing to make now are bullshit, but, you got to capitalize when you can. They're cowed. They're downtrodden right now. They're feeling like vulnerable for the first time in 4 years. Like, this is a time where leftists should be aggressively trying to deconvert, because you know what happened? This is gonna come as a big shock to a lot of you. A lot of the people that voted Trump in 2016 were leftists before they voted Trump. I know there was a lot of after AstroTurf campaigns, but Trump flipped a lot of like center left or center right leftists and shit. A lot of neo-libs.
Anti-war people somehow, and it was just.
He snagged some anti-war people. He snagged some anti-establishment people from the left. And so if we don't start looking at ways to do that, but in the other direction, we're in trouble. And right now, a lot of these people are fucking like more vulnerable than ever to the idea of new thought. This whole paradigm that they thought was going to be the new way that America was for at least 8 years was shattered halfway through it. Their president that they put all their belief and hope in turned out to be a giant international embarrassment at best. A lot of people have disavowed Trump. It's like, why are we are we just going to rub salt in their wounds for the next 4 years until they get pissed off and then just elect another Trump? Like, what's the plan here, leftists? Don't we want more people? How do you feel about the second impeachment, Paul? Is it stupid? If we were living in a country with all its fucking ducks in a row, then sure, maybe the second impeachment thing is a good thing for us to do. Right now, I think it's a profound waste of time for our Congress to be locked up in a nasty impeachment battle at a time where people are fucking locked in their homes, jobless. You know what I mean? There needs to be some kind of national plan to get us out of COVID, and that needs to be our number one fucking priority right now.
Like, I think like a Chick-fil-A had to step in for vaccinating because something else got fucked up. It's like
It's a shit show out there, and it needs to fucking. That's that in my opinion. Stimulus, relief packages for small business owners who lost their fucking businesses in the pandemic, special loan rates for such people so that they can rebuild their businesses. Like, this is the type of shit that people living on the ground in America need like 6 months ago. Donald Trump getting impeached can fucking wait. Or it can just not happen. But whatever. Toot, toot, toot. Liberals also need to stop going to fucking brunch. Their bottom line ain't met yet, apparently. Well, whatever.
I don't think you're gonna like tackle the wine mobs first.
I'm seeing some shit out of the left, like TJ. I'll call my friend TJ out on some shit. He's been making these fucking posts on his Twitter about how bargaining down the $15 minimum wage and spreading it out over the next 5 years or something is a good idea because it would cause massive irreparable damage to the economy. It just sounds like a fucking conservative. And I'm just like, what? There have been studies done on these low-end jobs, and a lot of the output of this study is reflected in like the increase in price you would see for an average thing at one of these places. So like, I remember them saying like to raise the minimum wage at McDonald's to $15 an hour, you'd have to pay something like fucking 25 cents more per item or something at a McDonald's. It's absurd to even be making the argument that these giant companies can't cover it. If you want to make if you want to make a subsidy for small businesses, I'd be down with that. We're talking about small businesses that just can't afford to make the leap from this to this. But quit making this fucking excuse.
Hey, Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah. Chelsea was here earlier, too. I tried to show her Dinor's, your trim job on Dinor's face, but he wouldn't.
Go get him.
Well, he wouldn't stand still.
Oh, well, you try again.
He won't do it again.
Dinor, where's your daddy?
He never wants to do it. As soon as I point this phone at him, he's going to look the other way. Look, he just wants to play ball. He just wants to play ball.
Oh, that was a ricochet. That was a ricochet.
I don't know. Just the glacial pace of incrementalism is something I just can't abide it anymore, dude. And people can disagree, and some of their arguments may be fundamentally correct, but I just can't. I can't be an agent of incremental change anymore. It just doesn't work. We don't have time. The clock is ticking like this. IRS is going after small businesses to try and finish off some of the survivors. Isn't that great? Yeah, it's wonderful. The conglomeration of choice in America is almost complete. Well, if that's the case, they're going to abolish small business ownership, then there really is no argument for not having a $15 or even $25 minimum wage right now. Because if you're going to look me in the eye and tell me the McDonald's Corporation can't afford to pay it, Walmart can't afford to pay it, Amazon can't afford to pay it, fucking ExxonMobil can't afford to pay it, I'm going to laugh you out of the fucking building.
Shara's here too.
Is she?
Yeah.
Well, shit and shine-ola. It's a star-studded cast tonight.
Did you get your thing, Shara?
She did.
Yeah.
She sent me a picture of her taking a tote. Do you think the current tax burden is too heavy on the lower classes? I think there should be zero tax burden on the lower classes. I think 100% of the tax burden for the next 25 to 50 years should be placed on the top 10% of wage earners in this country to equalize things and to give power back to the people.
Stupid fucking casino stock market.
Yep. Start taxing every goddamn fucking transaction on the stock market so people doing all this fucking multi-transactional short sale shit have to pay a tax on their transactions. Take a little piece of that infinite pool of funny money that everybody's playing with and pump it back into the fucking communities and roads and infrastructure of America. How about that? Conservatives want to compromise on the minimum wage, but don't raise it, but do a $1K a month UBI. Well, fine then. Paul, what do you think of these idiots who think a fringe group of nerds, the Boogaloo Boys, have the power and influence to start a second civil war? I mean, aren't almost 100% of the idiots that believe that part of the Boogaloo Boys? Like, why would I be concerned about that? Who outside of the Boogaloo Boys believes that the Boogaloo Boys are going to lead a civil war? Show of hands.
Like, no one showed up to the inauguration. They saw all those National Guard troops and like.
That's exactly why it boggles my mind that wasn't the show of force that was there when they had advance notice for like over a month that this was being planned to be done. It just makes no sense. And it also proves my thesis that all you have to do is have some stormtroopers standing there and all this freedom rhetoric goes right out the fucking window. And it's yes, sir, no, sir. Where am I allowed to protest, sir? I remember when the Boogaloo was just a meme spread by ex-military guys, then all these turbo virgins from Reddit found it. That's typically what happens to any fringe political group or social group, isn't it? It starts as an internet meme. The Boogaloo Boys. What the fuck is a turbo virgin? I don't know. It's evocative, though. I can kind of see the type of person that's being referred to in my mind's eye.
I'm gonna get my own water.
Like the 40-year-old virgin. Yeah, exactly. Like somebody for whom there is no hope, you know. I'd be cautious. Don't ever take your enemy lightly. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Who's my enemy? Somebody on the stream I did last night called me the fucking enemy of humanity, dude. And I was offended for like half a second, and then I was like, dude, that's badass. I had any good food lately? Yes, I have. I've had some tasty food lately. Some delicious biscuits and gravy the other day. There's some good Mexican restaurants around where I am, so I've gotten some really good, like, delicious Mexicano food. Mwah! The enemy of humanity, dude. Do you hear that, honey?
What?
That somebody last night during the stream said I was the enemy of humanity. I've never been called the enemy of humanity before. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
That's one that's never been chucked at me. Say that's a stretch, dude. It's not a stretch, dude. Dude, I am wretched, yeah. I'm a fucking tyrant. The enemy of all human beings.
You gotta drop it better.
Yeah, you gotta hand it to me. Or to mom. There you go. You got it. Capitalism, humanity, yeah. Whoa.
Shit.
Ploop.
You guys stuck in the grass.
Do you like Indian food? Sure, why not? I haven't had it a lot, but the few times that I've had it, it's been good.
It's
kinda like when-
my mom, you're gonna eat Thai food, I guarantee.
It's kind of like when Martelli called me the whore of Babylon. I know, dude. I was so jealous of you. A dude labeled you the whore of Babylon. That's like... I was only offended for a second. The whore of Babylon, dude. What a crazy fucking world we live in.
Waffle House is the best, and we miss it horribly.
Yes, Waffle House is the best, and we do miss it horribly. Let me switch this over to the live chat. So how is life treating you? It's okay. Been busy as fuck lately. Filming. Trying to get ourselves a little bank of pre-recorded shows built up. Trying to make changes. Trying to add new employees. Trying to fucking... I don't know, man. It's just been a busy time. But that's good. It's a good sign. Show's doing good. We're slowly but surely putting together a household worth of stuff here. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Got our rugs today. Busy is better than bored as fuck. You're right about that. You were right about that. Yeah, I don't really know how not to be busy, to be honest with you, anymore.
Oh, sorry, Shara.
What happened?
She's single.
Oh, you're single now? I smelt that one coming. I'm not, I don't mean to, but like the last time we had a chit chat about it, I smelt that one coming on the wind, but that's okay. Don't feel bad about it. It's for the best. Trust me. I've been locked in some long-ass relationships that were nowhere good, so...
We didn't want to tell you because we didn't want to judge.
I mean, like, yeah, dude, I wasn't gonna, like... It sounded like you were pretty much where I was. You were saying shit that lined up pretty much with... I mean, it was what you were saying that, had me thinking, like, ooh... I mean, I never met dude, so, I didn't have a frame of reference, but the way you discussed dude, I was like, oh man, he's not long for this world, I got a feeling. Yeah, dude. Start a show, Sarah. You got to do it.
Or be one of those dancing nurses on TikTok.
Yeah, why not? Be a dancing nurse on TikTok. Do it up. You are insane. How could you be my sister and not be completely and utterly fucking insane? How could you grow up in a house, the same house as me, and not be fucking completely off your nut? That's truth of that. That's true of all of us kids who came up under the same roof there. We're all off our rockers. Yeah, you could start an OnlyFans, but because I didn't know, I thought OnlyFans was only for like nudes and shit, and I would never tell my sister to go do that. But you do other things on OnlyFans and shit. I might start a goddamn OnlyFans. Just like butt crack pictures, though.
I think that, like, fucking Repsion did, like, a whole review about his experience on OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah? Repsion had an OnlyFans, huh?
Yeah.
Was he doing nudes and stuff?
I mean, his thumbnail was him shirtless, so...
Damn! I didn't know Repsion went down that road. Is this the sister who smashed a burger into her face? No. This is my baby sister, Sarah. That would be kind of funny if he had a secret monster cock. Who?
Repsion?
Repsion? Maybe he does. I don't know. Start an OnlyFans, please. All right, Naughty Priest. All right, well, when you meet the reserve...
Hey, you got a lot of shirtless Paul lately, Naughty Priest.
That's true. I have gotten, like, as just on the show, shirtless a couple of times in the last month or so.
Yeah, that fucking Highdeology when it was still somewhat warm.
It's true. I just shirtlessed it up. Recently discovered that Nikocado Avocado, the mukbang guy, has an OnlyFans. Yes, he does. I follow Nikocado Avocado on Twitter. And I watch his videos every once in a while. I like his weird little drama show, I guess, where he's constantly breaking up with his husband, Orlin, and fighting and crying while he eats. I don't know. It works. Question for Paul's sister. How cool of a brother is Paul from 1 to 10? Oh, God, dude. Like a 0. I'm a nerdy brother, dude. 1,000? Damn. I did my best. I gotta do.
Even though she fucking snitched on you.
Who?
Your sisters.
Which one? Which time?
Like, didn't they snitch on you with, like, alcohol or whatever?
Maybe. Like, I'm sure I was snitched on a couple of times, but I did some snitching too. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta snitch sometimes when you're growing up. Just is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, me and Sarah kind of stuck together. And then the other 2 girls in the house were kind of like this evil team that we were constantly doing battle with. And they were straight up evil. Like summoned from the 7th circle of hell evil.
They're the ones that, like, dumped the hair dye in the pool.
Yes. They threw hair dye in the pool. Well, I think Sarah did that too. She was in on that one. They're the ones that like would cheat at shit, make me cry. Like they cheated the game of life, and then remember one of the two evil sisters smacking me in the face as hard as she could. And then I knew I couldn't hit back, so I started crying, and then my mom made them all come like apologize to me.
Sorry, but you found the Paul box.
Yeah. I got mom sent me one of the boxes that she's got stored of all the stuff that she saved. There was some crazy shit in there. There was like a sandwich baggie that had a lock of hair in it and a pacifier, and I was like, and that's going in the trash. Yeah. Well, if you come visit, we'll have to go through it. You can look at some of the crazy shit in there. Yeah, it was a lock of my baby hair and a pacifier, and I was like, what? Shouldn't there be like a biohazard bag for this or something? Evening, comrade. How are you? Last time I asked, I don't know if you've seen the other one, Lato second Atreides hybrid for versus Gorilla, by the way. But that hair was probably your first haircut. Probably. No, I threw it away. It ain't getting sold to anybody. It's in the trash now. Good luck. Go dumpster diving all over America and maybe you'll find it.
But those Ninja Turtle Trapper Keepers stay.
Yeah, those are dope. They could clone you if an accident befell you. Yeah, that's true. They've got my stem cells and shit. My baby hairs. Oh my God, dude. What even is my job? Can somebody please explain to me what it is that I do for a living? I'll wait.
I had to answer that on some census thing we got in the mail.
Oh yeah, for me?
Yeah. E-commerce.
You put e-commerce? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I usually put on applications that ask, like, what is your job? You know, who's your employer? And I put self, and then what is your job? And I put e-commerce. Influencer? Nah, dude, you don't want to put that shit on no fucking app.
They wanted, like, specifics about how white you were, like, if you were German or Irish or whatever.
How white I was?
I was like, you're just fucking, we're European, we're not fucking, like, first generation Irish immigrants or some shit.
No. I don't know, man. Who's richer, Bill Gates or Elon Musk? I don't know. Why don't you Google that shit, bitch? What do I look like? A fucking search engine to you? You're not doing anything for a living, Paul. You're stuck inside a white padded room, and this is your subconscious telling you to wake up. Wake up, please. Oh my God. Mind blown. I'm insane. I know this. I've been aware of this for many, many years, and what can I do but just embrace it and continue to be insane? There's nothing else. I can't. I feel like I'm kind of hamstrung from doing anything else. Yeah, somebody raised the specter of that years ago, that I was like a crazy person locked in an empty room, typing on a broken laptop, doing these streams. And that stuck with me. I think that may be true. And if it is, that's okay. I still got to do my best within the dream world, you know what I mean? I got to do my best. Somebody's feeding me too. I can tell that.
Hey, at least it's not a fucking soprano dream.
Yeah. I'm not having like a Tony Soprano fever dream. I'm just crazy. That's okay. Even if this is a simulation, I'd rather not be a loser in it. Well, then don't be a loser. Losers are people who have decided that they're losers. Losers doesn't have anything to do with how much you win. A loser is a person who has given up completely and utterly on doing anything that they want to do or even trying to do it. That's a loser. That's a loser. Can't be a loser if that's not you. That's deep. That's true.
You had some deep 8-year-old thoughts.
I did. I have some journals in there. I read some of them. Some of my journal thoughts. Remember that film Delirious with John Candy? Yes. That's the one where he's like a writer for a soap opera, and then he gets in a car accident and he wakes up in the hospital in the soap opera town. And he's like living in his own soap opera, and then he realizes that while he's in there, whatever he if he types a script, it'll happen. That's a pretty cool movie. I haven't thought about that movie in a long time. If I ever watched Fear and Loathing, what do you think, dude? I want you to take a look at me, and I want you to ask yourself, does this look like a dude that's seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, or a dude that hasn't ever heard of or seen it? And then you'll probably come to the right answer.
How did I get stuck again?
I sees it. It's flashing under there. Get it. It's flashing underneath there. I see it. Get it. What a fucking day. Gonna go finish homework. Love you. Nice chatting with everyone. Love you too, sis. Have a good day. Don't study too hard.
You still not getting it?
He trying. I think he forgot where it went now. Oh, did he get it? No, he didn't get it. Is it really homework if you do it in school? I don't know how that works. Don't ask me. I'm just a college dropout, man. I don't know my shit from Shinola. Come here. Let me see that glowing globe. Look at this thing. Whoa.
Keep doing them ricochets.
Yep. Oh, What are you doing? Come here. Give it. Give it. Give it. Ah.
What's all this energy?
Someone just dropped a dislike. Good. Drop some more of them bad boys. Dislike away. That's what the button's there for.
Oh my goodness.
Got a good fetch routine going here. Come on. Bring it here. A thumbs down. Thumbs it down. This is Paul's worst stream yet. The only way he's going to understand is if we downvote this stream. Thumbs down, everyone. Everyone thumbs down. Switch your thumbs up to a thumbs down now. Ratio this man. His lazy streams. Sitting out here talking gibberish for hours on end. Downvoted. Do it now. I want that dislikes bar to look like a Sith lightsaber. Come on. That used to be the way that you could tell that somebody made a fucking video that was controversial. Is back in the old YouTube, you could see like their likes to dislikes with a green bar and a red bar. And if their bar looked like a red lightsaber, you knew that was a good ass video.
Did you like the 5 stars when that was a thing?
Yes. Yes. I wish they'd bring back the 5 stars. It made it more granular, so people didn't just have to do like, oh, this sucks or this is good. It was like, yeah, this is good, but it didn't blow my mind. Or
it's like a disagree button now.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, it's not even really it doesn't even really do anything anymore. It's like a button that they put on a panel that just like flashes and beeps when you push it, but really like all it is a way for YouTube to measure engagement now. Mm-hmm. So like YouTube doesn't really care about the ratio of like to dislike. It cares about how many people came by and fucking engaged with the stream in some way other than looking at it. You know what I mean? So it's not even really a fucking referendum on a video anymore. It's just a monkey button. Just a button so that the monkeys have something to press. Kind of the same principle of illusion of choice exists in the electoral system. Like, in a lot of ways, your vote is just a monkey button. So you can...
Yes, you are a squire, Peyton.
A squire.
You curating that abandoned hope for your master?
Yes. Gather together the stories for the abandoned hope. Immediately. Post haste. I can pick 23 different types of toothpaste. Marshall is back in the fucking house. Everybody better get down on their knees.
Is it a
Genuflect.
face on or face off kind of day, Marshall?
Yeah. Where's the face today, Marshall? So I saw earlier that he's leaving it out to dry, so it looks like it's a face-off day. It's hard sometimes to get him to respond to text. Don't want to harass him. Welcome to my nightmare. I've been working with TJ for like 6 years, going on 7 years now, and I got to tell you, man. Every text you send is like a fucking flip of the coin. Will he see it? Will he respond?
Which is why you gotta Go up to his house with a nice cot.
Yeah, dude. Show up at his house with food.
Manicot.
Manigot. I guess you have to personally know the crew to be a mod. Not really. If you know me personally in my life, you likely are a mod, but that's most of my mods I don't know. Have never met face to face.
Yeah, fucking. I don't think you've ever met Otello, I don't think.
No.
Or Asbestos.
No.
Just verified that.
Yeah. The vast majority of the Spectre force is pulled from your average commenter who have distinguished themselves in some way. Either with a sick burn or a witty quip. Now you want some Popeyes? I don't know why, but I am fucking craving the shit, and it hasn't been that long since I had it, but I'm craving the shit out of Taco Bell. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's because the fucking rug guy mentioned it.
I woke up thinking about Taco Bell today, though. I woke up thinking about it today. I was like, man, I want Taco Bell.
Why'd you turn it down?
I don't fucking know. Stupid. That's why. I might have to give myself some Taco Bell tonight. That just may have to happen.
Yeah. You want it now?
I mean, if you want to do a Taco Bell order, you don't have to order from there, remember.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel like you're locked in to eating Taco Bell just because I have a strange, insatiable craving for Taco Bell. But we can wait. It's not that late. Can I share? No, you get no Taco Bell.
Let me just see when they close, if it says that.
It will.
8:30, so I'm gonna wait like an hour.
Yeah, I've got time. I can finish up this here Highdeology, and then I'll Taco Bell it up. I might be done anyway. I feel myself wanting Taco Bell more than I want to continue doing this Highdeology. I've been in front of the camera all day. I woke up and I did a Highdeology, then I filmed all day with the guys, and then as soon as I was done with that, I did another Highdeology. Starting to get sick of hearing my own fucking voice. Looking at my own stupid face in the camera. So I think I'm going to do that. You guys have a good night. Thanks for chilling.